Hey everybody, recognize the new me? It's me, Noelle Randall. And today I'm going to be talking to you about this question that I get, that I have for all of you. And the question is, why are you so scared? Why are you scared? Why are you scared of real estate investing? Why are you scared to be wealthy? Why are you scared to increase your personal wealth? Let's talk about it. There's no such thing as luck. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I want to take a moment and just kind of talk to everyone that's listening and talk to the audience and explain to you guys about how you really change your life. I know this is going to sound crazy. I'm going to need you to bear with me through this video and just listen and kind of just listen and have an open mind and really start to listen to what I'm saying, because there's some information that I don't think that people have. I don't think that people realize the power that they have within themselves. And I just want to take a moment and kind of just talk about that so that you can understand what you're capable of and that you truly can have whatever life it is that you want. I know you hear me saying those words, and I know that you may have heard that before, but I really know that most people don't believe it. And the reason that I know that most people don't believe it is because I was one of those people. There was a time in my life when I knew I wanted more. I knew that I wanted to change my life. I knew that I was not happy with what I was doing. You know, as I've shared with you guys before, there was a time in my life when I worked in corporate America, and my life was trying to climb this corporate ladder and get promotions and be recognized. And I worked all the time and I traveled all the time and I was away from my family and my kids, and I was successful in one aspect of it, but I was truly miserable in reality. And the reason that was because I was not living the life that I wanted to live. I did not truly believe that I didn't have to work for someone else, that I could have all of the money that I wanted, that things could come easy, that I could manifest things. And this is from a Christian woman, you know, and this is what the Bible tells us, that you can have anything that you want, and you're created in the image of God, and, you know, and we should step out on faith and we should live our lives that way. But I know, like you know, that there's this fear, there's this programming that we have, this, you know, I gotta have this amount of money and I don't have money, and we don't even think that we can have all of the money that we want. And I'm here, Noelle is here to tell you, yes, you can. And there's a few of you that are listening to this and you're thinking, no, I can't. And I'm gonna say it again, yes, you can. You can have and be and do anything that you want to do. There are no limitations on humans. My humanness is the same as your humanness, and I'm going to tell you where I was. I did not believe that. I thought, you know, if you want money or you want to be successful, you have to go to school. You have to be smart. You have to work hard. You have to work harder than other people. You got to put more hours in. You working on Saturdays and Sundays. If you want more income, get another job or get another degree or get another this and another. And you're chasing and you're chasing and you're chasing. And you're never going to get what it is you want until you do two things. You change your mindset and you make a decision. That sounds crazy, but it's not. Anyone that you listen to, whether it be Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Tom B, you know, I can go on. And as I started to change my mindset, more and more of these people started to come to me. All of a sudden, I could listen to Wayne Dyer and Esther Hicks and Grant Cardone, and all of these people, they seemed to know something that I didn't know. And they were saying things that I liked. I would listen to that motivational stuff, but I'm telling you, for some reason, there's that fear, there's that program, and we just don't believe that it can happen for us. And that's the only thing that's really holding us back. Because here's the thing, You think that you need a certain amount of money. I remember the day that I really changed my life. I was listening to something. It was, Bob Proctor. He's one of them. He was talking about, and he said this line. He said, to change your life, you have to change your life. And I'm like, to change your life, you have to change your life. What does that mean? But it's true. To change your life, you have to change your life. You have to think, you have to know that you can do whatever you want to do, and it's possible for you, okay? And I remember I said to my husband, I remember it, I said, I'm not gonna do things I don't want to do anymore. I said that. I said, I'm not gonna do, that was like my New Year's resolution, and it wasn't New Year's Eve, it was just an epiphany that I had. I'm no longer going to do things that I don't want to do. I'm tired of chasing and doing and new degrees and new promotions and working hard and chasing and moving from state to state. I mean, that was the only way that I knew that you could obtain success. And yes, I made good money, but I'm going to tell you the thing. People say, oh, well, that's why you were able to do it. That's not why. It's actually harder to leave a six-figure job than it is to leave a $40,000 a year job. Trust me, I've done both. It's really hard. You're really scared because if you make six figures, you got a six-figure amount of bills, okay? So it's not like making more money changes your mindset. You have the same mindset. It's the same programming, it's the same, I gotta do these things, I gotta go in this job, alarm clocks and daycares for your kids and being away from them and sacrifice, and you really, really start to think that's what you need to do. And you don't. You don't. So let me say this really clearly. It's possible for you. And when I made that decision and I said that to my husband, I remember him looking at me kind of almost incredulously, like, what do you mean you're not going to do things you don't want to do? We're programmed as adults. You do things you don't want to do. You have to. It's a part of life. And, we have all these sayings, and life is hard, and you have to work hard, and you have to do this, and these are the rules, and life isn't fair, and all of these things that are programmed into our mind that just simply aren't true. And all it took was a decision. It was really me saying, I am no longer going to do things that I don't want to do. And started to use my mind to create the life that I wanted to create. Now, does that fear still pop up? Absolutely. You'll still have fears. You will. As you up level, you'll spend money you don't have. You may take on debt that you're afraid of. You're going to do all kind of things that you never thought that were never possible for you, but they are possible. And every great person, every successful person, it's Steve Harvey. He has this video, and I encourage you to watch this video where he's talking about every successful person had to jump. You have to jump. You have to just do it. And it's going to be afraid. You're going to be afraid, and there's going to be things that happen, and people are going to say you're crazy. You probably are thinking I might be crazy with some of the things I'm saying now, but you don't care about any of that. You know why? Because you only get one life. That's it. That's all you get. It's all we get here is one life. What do you want your life to be? What do you want it to look like? What kind of car do you want to drive? What kind of house do you want to live in? How much money do you want to make? You can do those things. This is not just about real estate investing. Noelle is just telling you what you need to do in order to change your life, and that it is very possible for you if you just change how you think. Change how you think. To change your life, you have to change your life. And there's no reason to be afraid. Nothing is going to happen to you. Even if you lost money, you can get it back. If you're afraid to be made a fool, just stop being scared. Feel the fear and do it anyway. T.D. Jakes has a great saying, run towards the roar. And he tells this great story. And again, I encourage you to listen to T.D. Jakes as well. He's another one. As you start to change your mind, all of these people, you start to listen to them, and they're successful. And now we all say the same things. It's crazy. We all sound crazy. T.D. Jakes and Tony Robbins and Wayne Dyer and Esther Hicks and Eric Thomas and just everyone, because we know something and we're telling you that information, and it's true. It's all true. You just have to stop being afraid. Have faith in yourself and know that it's possible for you. And then one more thing about money. Everybody thinks they need all of this money and that they can't be rich. Most people, the reason why they're not rich or wealthy is simply because they don't believe that they can be. Most people truly, if you talk to them and you listen, you talk to them for longer than 2 or 3 minutes, they don't believe they can be rich. They really don't. They'll say things like, oh, I want this. And then you say, well, what are you going to do? Oh, I don't have money for that. And I can't afford this and I can't afford that. And it becomes really clear that they have all of these limiting beliefs about money. And there's only 3 things you can do with money. You can spend it, you can invest it, or you can give it away. That's it. People think you can save it, but no. Saving money just means you're going to do one of those 3 things later. You'll save it and put it aside, and then eventually you're going to do one of those 3 things. You're going to spend it, you're going to invest it, or you're going to give it away. That's it. So stop being afraid. Stop being scared. It doesn't take much, but what it does take is a lot. It takes you changing you making a decision, you saying to yourself, I remember, and how empowered I felt, and how, yes, there are times when I'm afraid, but now the more you get uncomfortable and you go into that wilderness and you're not afraid. I don't care what people think of me. I was even afraid to make YouTube videos. I was afraid to tell people this. I was afraid to share my knowledge and just be who I was. I was afraid. That's why I didn't do it. And I make all these excuses. Oh, I don't want to be on YouTube. Oh, I don't like social media. Truth of the matter, I was just freaking scared. I thought people might say, she looks stupid, or she sounds stupid, or what are you talking about? Telling my business, telling you how I failed, how I was bankrupt and foreclosure, and I lived in my parents' basement. But guess what? I don't do that anymore. I live in a big house and I drive a nice car and things are good for me. And I don't get up and I don't go to anyone's job. I have my own business, and I'm telling you, I am not special. You can do the same things that I did. You just have to change your mindset. And you can make money, and it doesn't matter how. Stop worrying about the how and the details and all this programming. I need to have this amount saved, and I need to have this, and I need this before I can do this. If you need something before you can live the life that you want to live, you'll never live it. You don't need anything. You are enough. All it is a decision. When I decided I am no longer going to do things that I don't want to do, I'm no longer going to be away from my kids, I'm no longer going to sit in traffic, I'm no longer going to beg anyone for a promotion. I'm going to wear my hair. You even may notice I changed my hair, I cut it, and I dyed it blonde. I always wanted to do that. When I worked in corporate America, I couldn't even wear braids in my hair or tattoos on my arms. Whatever it was that I liked, I had to fit into their box. And we think that we have to fit into a box, but you don't. There is no box. We just created it with our mind. There are no rules. There is no box. You get to live the life that you want to live. Just stop being scared. That's it. All right, so that's today's video. Please post below, I own my life. Post that in the comment section below. Say that stuff to yourself every day. Start to change how you think about yourself. Anything that you want is possible. You just have to believe it. Say I am and put below next to it, I am. Write that below, I am, and then fill it in. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am prosperous. I am a millionaire. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am powerful. You get to decide who you are. I am. Write it below, I am, and you fill it in for yourself. Like these videos, subscribe to my channel, hit the little notification bell, and we'll talk soon.